Hey guys, welcome to another one of our reviews. I'm the Worm, this is the Proton. Today we're doing another juice review of which we did receive free of charge from e-smokeless.co.uk. So, yeah, it won't affect our review in any way, shape or form. I nearly forgot that bit.
Indeed. Right guys, what we're doing today is 12mg strength strong spearmint from John at e-smokeless.co.uk. A bit of information on this whilst one has a puff. About 1 ohm core on a mech, freshly charged-ish battery, 3.9 volts, something like that. Right, 30ml, $5.99, good price, can't argue that price. A couple of bits about the bottle, tactile labels, chip compliant labels. You've got your child safety caps and you've also got your needle dropper bottles, which are good to be used with every and any kind of device, you know. A strong spearmint, we've tried a spearmint before, see if it's strong I suppose. I mean, what we're expecting is sort of a spearmintish kind of punch, but hey ho, let's see what we get. PG-VG ratio on these guys, 70% PG, there or thereabouts. They tailor it per blend, so it may be slightly higher, maybe slightly lower, but around 70-30 mix is what you're going to get with the Hangsen juices. Yeah, lovely stuff.
Definitely spearmint. It's reminiscent of the spearmint you kind of get from like Wrigley's chewing gum. That's the kind of spearmint it kind of reminds me of. There's no like mentholness to it at all. It's literally just straight down an arrow spearmint. That is all it is. There's a little bit of slight coolness on the back of my throat from the actual mint, but it's just a spearmint. There is no like kind of give or take with it. It just tastes like the actual leaf of the spearmint. Sorry, I'll finish that a little bit too quickly. Still puffing away.
Yeah, spearmint. It does taste like spearmint. It tastes like Wrigley's spearmint chewing gum, the green one. That's what it tastes like to me. It's got a little bit of a sort of a menthol kick, not particularly high, but the kind of like the right amount, you know, where if you just put a chewing gum in your mouth, taken 6 or 7 chomps and breathed in, that kind of sort of hit at the back of your throat. It definitely tastes. It's not as strong as toothpaste, right? So it's not like a really punchy spearmint, because we've had them before and they've been too much. This is not mild by any means, but a lot less mild than that other spearmint that we tried was.
I think it's because it hasn't got really a menthol to it. It's just the actual mint kind of coolness you're getting. Yeah.
So I mean that's what I'm getting. I'm getting sort of a medium strength spearmint with a little bit of a menthol after it. I mean, my throat's very slightly still cool, but this is not a menthol that would be like Jesus Christ. I mean, I've got a low tolerance to menthol as well as throat hit. So and if I can do it, then you can just suppose that. But yeah, no, spearmint, a little bit of a menthol touch afterwards. Quite nice actually. We'll do 2 marks out of 10, guys. 1 for what it's supposed to taste like, does it taste like a strong spearmint? And then 1 for our personal take on it. So, does it taste like a strong spearmint?
To me, it does. I mean, I'm not really getting the menthol off this because my tolerance to menthol is quite high, so the little touches of menthol I don't really find, but I'm definitely getting the mintness, like the mint coolness you get on the back of your throat. I'm definitely getting that, and it definitely tastes like spearmint all over my tongue. And I can even still taste the spearmint. This is quite a long lasting one. It's not like you exhale and it's gone. It's still got the spearmint taste on my tongue. So that I actually quite like, because I really do enjoy my mints and my menthols. So I quite like this one. So yeah, I think it's a 10 for what it's meant to taste like. It tastes like spearmint.
For me, does it taste like a strong spearmint? I mean, what is meant by a strong spearmint is kind of, who knows, but from spearmints we've tried before in the past, they've been very much about flavour and not really any sort of menthol kick or whatever. I know Worm said he's not getting one. He needs a lot of menthol, like in his life, in order for it to register, whereas I don't. So for me, I would consider this a strong spearmint because you've got a nice sort of mid-range spearmint flavour, and it's a nice flavour of the spearmint, but you've also got, for a spearmint and not a peppermint, a fairly strong menthol kick. I mean, I don't think it's a hard kick at all, but for a spearmint which doesn't have a menthol kick, it's got one there, therefore I guess that means strong. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 10 for a strong spearmint. I think that's what it tastes like, yeah, to me.
For me, this is a 10. But I would like that coolness to come through a little bit more. I mean, I always do with my menthols. There's like 2 menthols out there that meet my needs on how strong I like my menthol, but this is not meant to be a menthol, it's meant to be a spearmint, and this does definitely cater all my taste buds for the spearmint. I just wish it had that little bit more cooling effect on it, but that's not an reflection of the juice, it's just how I would prefer it. So
there you go. For me personally, this is a 10. I've tried Worms all day menthols, and they're not an all day menthol for me. This I could do quite happily all day. This I think would be a good, if you've got vapor's tongue, you know, anything with mint and menthol in does you good. I think this would be a good one for that because it's not so strong that you'd be like, you know, like if you're it's like vaping for me. If I'm vaping a menthol that's too strong for me, it's like I'm almost vaping above my nicotine strength. Not because I'm over nicking, but because I don't want to vape it as much because of the menthol kick. Whereas this, I could do all day long. In an ideal world, I'd like a touch more menthol, not millions though, to make this an all-day vape for me. It's an all-day vape as it is. So yeah, no, I like this one. It's a 10, and it'd be a nice change up, you know, to rotate between flavours to get your palate freshened up. So
it is a very good, like, it is strong, but it also meets that medium category as well because it's not overpowering. It's strong, but it's not overpowering.
Yeah.
I think that's the way to put it. So it's definitely very much there, but it's not going to kill you, basically.
There you go.
Or here, anyway.
No, as we said in the last review, we've reverted back to the old style where we're just doing one strength of the flavours, which is our strength, the 12mg, purely because it's very time consuming to rewick drippers with cotton, and well, it's less time consuming than it is with silica, but for us it makes a process that would usually take half an hour a lot longer across 4 or 5 juices. So we reverted back to the old school way of doing things whilst we're trying to catch up with what we've got going on here. So that's what we'll do in a minute, guys. So sorry if you enjoyed seeing me pull faces at 24mg strength, but unfortunately the way it is for now. Right guys, obviously big thank you to you guys for watching. Check out e-smokers, be up here and down here if you haven't already. Big thank you to John for sending them down to us as well. And yeah, thank you very much. We have been Mr. Proton and the Worm, but I have been Mr. Proton and this has been the Worm, and we shall see you soon.